The biggest news of the week, coming out of the quarterback room, it wasn't Deshaun Watson. It was that the Browns signed former first-round draft pick of the Arizona Cardinals, Josh Rosen, to a one-year deal. The biggest thing I have to say about this is everybody needs to, chill. You got Browns fans screaming, what are we doing? This guy's awful. No argument here. Okay? Okay? No argument. But then you have, the Browns haters who are like, Browns is the Browns. Get rid of Baker. And then now you got Josh Rosen. Guys, Josh Rosen is never going to see the field. He is signed as a camp arm, as a third-string, second-string quarterback. We did not sign him to play. Relax.
No, he's like Garrett Gilbert. You got to have somebody to start that third preseason game.
Yeah.
You can't have Deshaun out there in the preseason the whole game. You can't have Jacoby, especially if he's the QB1. Josh Dobbs, you got to have guys, like you said. He's a camp arm.
Yeah, and so just chill out. And the way I look at this is reports are he's grown up a lot. He's matured a lot. I mean, a lot of times you hear this, and so you don't know if it's true or not. But if it's true, the guy had first-round talent, supposedly, at one point not that long ago.
Well, when he came out of UCLA, he was – whenever he – I don't know, his sophomore year or whatever, he was all the hype.
He was – higher up on a lot of people's draft boards as far as talent-wise. His attitude's kind of always been his problem.
Yeah.
But so what if he has matured and he comes out and he plays well in the preseason? We know it's the preseason, but what if he plays well and now all of a sudden you got teams out there who need a quarterback? Maybe they'll take a flyer on this guy, and now the Browns have a trade piece. It's win-win for the Browns. It's a 1 year $1 million deal. It's nothing. We have $40 million in cap space.
Yeah.
It's no risk.
And like you said, when he came in the league, I remember because, he was 21 when he came in. That's really young for any player to come in the NFL, but especially a quarterback because that's such a high-pressure position. And he definitely was not mature enough.
No. And he didn't play like he was mature.
No.
Well, and I'm not trying to, make it seem like Josh Rosen is a diamond in the rough or something.
Right,
but
right.
At the same time, let's realize he was never – he's been pretty much set up to fail since he came into the league. He went to the Cardinals, who was awful, and then they ditched him after one season.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to the Dolphins, and he never got a shot there. Would they draft Tua?
So basically, his whole to has been, I'm going to a team, and then I play so poorly that they just go and get a new quarterback because the draft pick is so excellent. Now, to back up your point, I was looking at PFF. So since 2015, the lowest passing grade blocks by offensive line, guess who two of those teams are?
The Cardinals and the Dolphins?
So the 2008 Cardinals with a 52.2
2008 or 2018?
18, sorry. 52.2 pass blocking grade. And then 2019, the Dolphins had a 46.1, lowest since 2015. Gosh. So... I'm not defending the guy. Honestly, when they announced it, I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! What? Oh my God! This is the when they."
I think I sent the puke emoji.
Yeah, you did.
When they said, "Hey, these are the two guys we were working on," I'm like, "Great! This guy who can't succeed anywhere and just sets teams up to be successful with the next pick, that's coming." Or the guy that we could not trade for because we couldn't turn paperwork in on time. Those are our two big options right now.
AJ McCarron.
Yes, correct. About, yeah. So, to me, I guess I'm one of the people with disappointment. Yes, there is disappointment there, but I understand that we probably won't see this guy. But there is also a real chance, let's say he makes the roster because they're going to carry quarterbacks. They're going to have to, depending on what the suspension is.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if Jacoby Brissett does get hurt? Either Josh Dobbs or Josh Rosen are going to have to step in.
Well, I get that, but at the same time, no, go tell me a team in the league that they're essentially their third string quarterback is serviceable.
Right.
There isn't one.
Right.
And if we get to that point, if Deshaun's out and Jacoby gets hurt,
right.
We're in trouble.
We're just screwed because and to talk about Josh Rosen as the guy that they brought in is that kind of insurance piece, real depth, camp arm. The top of the free agent pool is Cam Newton. We've already talked about him.
Yeah. And
then it's Mike Glennon, AJ McCarron, who we did try out. We could go back to Garrett Gilbert.
How bad's AJ McCarron? Josh Rosen just beat him out in a workout.
Right. Yeah. Garrett Gilbert's still out there. Nate Stanley. Remember him?
Nope.
Okay. How about Kurt Benkert?
Nope.
Remember him?
Kurt Benkert.
Yeah. Kurt Benkert.
Ain't got no gas in it.
I mean, just look at the names of who's actually available.
Yeah, I ain't heard of
I'm
the
telling
last
you,
few.
Josh
for
Rosen
sure.
is probably the.
Have you heard of those guys?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Because
Well,
I was
no,
gonna
no,
say,
no.
maybe I'm
The
slacking
dude
a
had
little bit.
first round talent not that long ago.
Right.
So, I mean, if he gets it together between the years, who knows? Maybe he can play a little bit. I mean, I'm not holding my breath, but again, we're not signing this guy to be the future.
Yep.
So people need to chill out.
And if it's at that point anyway, well,
Yes, like I said,
we're looking to the future.
If Deshaun's out and Jacoby's out, well, then the season's probably washed anyways.
Right.
You know what I mean? Tell me a team that's super deep at their third quarterback.
Yep.
It doesn't exist. Most people don't have a good backup.
Right.
So,
I don't have a good starter.
yeah. So it's like, calm down.
Can I touch on one last thing with Josh Rosen?
Go ahead.
And just this is the thing that bothered me the most about the entire situation. Did you guys see what number he picked?
No.
Well, did he choose Bernie's number?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I did. I saw a
So,
picture of it.
Here's my thing is, I know Bernie didn't put up like Hall of Fame numbers, and I don't think Bernie's going to make the Hall of Fame. But for a guy he is the top of the Cleveland sports as far as the Browns.
He's an icon.
He's
Cleveland.
an icon. The only guy that's above him would be like Jim Brown. But how is 19 not retired? Like, and then I looked up some of the names like that have worn 19 because I was like, oh man, there can't be too many guys. Just a whole bunch of.
One of my favorite guys wore it.
Are you talking about Corey?
Yeah, didn't Corey
Oh,
Coleman
Corey
wear it?
Coleman wore it. Yep. I was just like, man.
At least he wasn't a quarterback, though.
Yeah.
I just maybe I just read into it way too much, but I was just like, oh man. I know
do
you
it.
got to pick a number, but
You'd think
Man.
somebody would have been like, hey, man, maybe not this one.
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's not a huge deal,
Do you know who used to wear that number?
but
Corey
I'm
Coleman?
like, hey, man,
The guy that got hit in the face mask with the pass to win the game, for
maybe we get like some
one
tape
win.
and put like a 0.5.
Yeah.
Something, like change it up a little bit. Yeah, I did see that. I was like, man, probably not the best look.
Yeah. I was just kind of surprised by that. And I know that that's so simple but we're in the depth of the off season.
Like, if you want to make the team, don't pick that number because now there's more incentive to not keep you.
Or to not like you.
Bernie's like, I like your number. I hope things work out for you this year. I really do. I really hope so. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, so that's what we wanted to touch on the Josh Rosen signing. So if you guys were freaking out, just relax. He's not going to play for the Browns, at least. And if he is, that means things went really bad.
And he's only got to watch film 2 hours a week.
Yeah, because his contract was way less.
He probably has to watch.
I mean, if you go by like percentage wise, he probably only has to watch
Like
film.
a minute?
Yeah, like a minute or two a day.
What's going on, Browns fans? The action never ends at DraftKings Sportsbook, especially this summer. With tons of ways to bet on all your favorite sports, you can fuel your fandom and feel the heat of the season like never before. Plus, right now, DraftKings Sportsbook is giving new customers a risk-free bet up to $1,000. It's a lot of dough. That's right. Make your first bet up to $1,000, and if it doesn't win, you'll get another shot to cash in. You can throw down on all the major action on baseball, golf, MMA, and more. Plus, with same-game parlays, spreads, money lines, over-unders, and props, your betting options never feel endless. Best of all, DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. You can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TPPN. Make your first deposit and get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. That's promo code TPPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Look forward to betting with you soon, and minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. God bless.